Hello, my name is Elliott Wald and I am the Hypnosis Expert. I've been helping people just like you lose weight for over 23 years. In order to successfully lose weight and maintain the weight loss, you need to change how you think. You need to change how you feel. You need to change how you behave and you respond to your own thoughts. This isn't a diet. I've met so many people who come to see me to lose weight who have been on diets. They've tried every diet possible and feasible and known to mankind, and I'm not here to show you another diet. My successful weight loss program is about creating a lifestyle change. It's about creating a lifestyle shift, a shift in your very thoughts, so that you choose healthier options, so you reduce your portion control, so you have motivation to exercise, to make all the fundamental shifts and the foundations for you to build upon. Because if you make healthier choices, reduce your portion control, have more motivation to exercise, you in essence will lose weight and you will maintain that weight loss. A lot of people go on a diet because they're in pain. Human nature is very simplistic at its very core. So people are driven by two fundamental triggers. They try and avoid pain and they try and seek pleasure. Whether that be physical pain or whether that be psychological pain. Think about this model, for example. If you put your hand on a red hot oven ring and you burn yourself, that equates to pain. And you wouldn't want to put your hand back on the red hot oven ring. You try and avoid doing that. And it's the same psychologically. So people go on these diets because they're in pain. They're in psychological pain, whether they try and put on a new item of clothing and find it's too tight on them, or perhaps they're invited to a wedding or a function or an occasion and they feel like, oh my God, I've just looked at myself in the mirror and I need to lose some weight before I go to this event or go on holiday. Or they go on the scales and they go, oh my God, how did I gain this weight? I feel uncomfortable with myself, and they go on this diet. They go from an unrealistic expectation of sticking to something that they are unable to maintain longevity for a long period of time, right? Yes, they're in pain and they're driven and they're able to stick to this diet for a few weeks, maybe even a month, and they lose some weight because it's mathematics. If you take in less than you expend, you'll lose weight. So they go on this unrealistic eating plan and they lose weight. And they move from the pain they were in and they move more towards the pleasure. Now they don't have the motivation that helped them decide to do something about it. They're not in the pain anymore, right? And then they start, eating things they shouldn't have. They slip back into their old habits and their old ways. And they find they're right back to where they started. Often they've gained more weight than they've actually lost initially. That's one set of mentality that I change, that I create more sustainable motivation through my weight loss clients over a period of time of changing their process, changing their thought process. So they're not motivated by pain or pleasure anymore. Now they're motivated by the future you that they're going to become. Most things in life, you experience pain before pleasure. To give you an example, you go to work, we'll call that pain, and you get paid. And that money you can buy nice things with. That's pleasure. So in normal everyday life, we experience a level of pain and then we experience pleasure. But with eating, it's completely the opposite way around. You get the pleasure of eating immediately. You get this massive sense of enjoyment straight away. And it's not till later that those clothes don't fit you, or the scales have gone up, or that you've put the weight on. So the pain is further distance from the pleasure. If the moment you eat that chocolate bar or packet of crisps or whatever it is that you shouldn't eat that you do eat, and it popped out the side of your stomach, it would be so closely tied for you that you wouldn't want to eat that. The problem is it isn't. And using hypnosis, I change that timeline in your brain. So you simply don't want to eat the chocolate. You simply don't want to eat the crisps or the burgers or the junk food or all of those things, right? You make healthier choices. The other thing that I've noticed with clients is there's an all or nothing mentality. A lot of people are like this, right? They have an all or nothing mentality. It's like, right, I'm going to go on this diet and I'm going to stick to it, and they're really good for a few days, and then something happens and it just goes out the window, right? You know, because life gets in the way. And if it's a Friday, you know what happens? You go to yourself, okay, well, I might as well wait till after the weekend. I'll wait till Monday to start back on my diet. And then you end up eating the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday. And then Monday, when you had fairly good intentions, something happens, you know, your kids' school call you and you've got to go into the kids' school and you come home and you feel a bit stressed or anxious and you eat something, right? And before you know it, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month gone down the line, and now it's Christmas. Well, I might as well wait till after Christmas, or it's John's birthday, or it's Jane's birthday. Things happen in life. And you have an all or nothing mentality instead of being able to simply take a balance. And hypnosis gives you a balance inside of yourself, that things do happen in life, but you're able to stay focused and make better choices. We're born with an ability to listen to our bodies, right? When we're a baby and we're born, we're an ability to know when we're hungry and know when we're satisfied. We cry when we're hungry and we stop crying when we're satisfied. And then people around us who care for us encourage us to eat. You know, they say things like, finish everything on your plate, you'll grow up big and strong. Or if you eat all your vegetables, you can have a dessert, you can have something nice. And you get rewarded with food and you get encouraged to eat. And now you're no longer eating because you had a physiological requirement. Now you're eating because you have a psychological driver. And then, you know, it becomes your birthday and you get a cake, or you get taken out to your favorite restaurant. Or it's Christmas, or it's Easter, or any celebration is associated with food. Even funerals we have food at. You just can't get away from food. It's something that is wholly associated with us as human beings. And now, right, you've grown up and you've been rewarded with food. You were taken to your corner shop, you were taken to buy your favorite chocolate bar, you got your favorite crisps coming from the supermarket. And when you were well behaved, you got rewarded with them, and they were in your lunchbox as your favorite snack, or when you came home from school, it was like you can have something nice because you've worked so hard. And now you're an adult. And now you can make choices for yourself. Or are they for yourself? And you've had a really bad day. Things have just not gone your way, or you feel really stressed, or you've had a bit of an argument, and you get home and you think, oh, I'm going to have something nice, and you go to that goodie cupboard, right? You go to that special place that you keep things in. And you have something to make yourself feel better. Again, you're eating for an emotional reward. Not because you had a physiological requirement, but for an emotional reward. And things maybe went really well at work. Maybe you're celebrating, maybe you got a promotion or a pay rise, and you think, let's go to our favorite restaurant. Let's open our favorite bottle of wine. Let's have a takeaway. Again, you're eating for an emotional response. So hypnosis changes your emotional reactions. It changes the way you think about food, the way you feel about food, and the way you behave towards food, to successfully change your whole mindset so that you can not only lose weight, but maintain the weight loss.